from there, or the end of the war. I don't know, the brief flash of war.
Alright, so,
I don't have the other previous months
I guess I'll go
to
get a
look at
fresh
right
beer
now.
and try this again.
Asteroid ore mined. Yeah, you could definitely see, like, May, this big uptick, especially in high sec. So again, like, May, a lot of it's probably going to be from the Capsuleer Day event, right? Gas mine, pretty stable. You do, again, so what's funny is, in the same way that we see the mining going up because of the event, in the same way, other methods of, like, high ISK value gaining, we see those get suppressed during events. So there's less people gas mining because they're doing the event instead. So gas is down in May. Ice remains very stable, always is. It's very much controlled by the amount of ice in the universe more than anything else. This big spike up here is, of course, the Christmas event, or, you know, the Yule event. But it's back to about the stable levels, which is fine. Mining by source, or moon mining, you know, back to the industry stuff. This is where all of that reactables come from for Tech 2. And we can see basically nothing has changed too much when it comes to it. It's nothing remarkable. March, April, May. I mean, yeah, nothing seriously. If anything, it kind of dipped a little bit. You can see, like, the end of March kind of died down, but then things have recovered back up. R4 is back at a high level again.
I'm having bad luck with this.
ISKs and faucets. We are getting House of Records, so people, Caldari is still #1 when it comes to home fronts. And then Galente? And then Amar and Mimitar. Sleeper components are up. Wonder if that's just things settling down a bit and, like, wormholers getting to work. I'm trying to think if there'd be any other reason why sleeper component amounts would be up right now. I can't think of anything. We do see that Overseer personal effects spike up, and Edencom data, big spike in that. I assume that's from the Triglavian stuff, from Pochvin and stuff, probably. Bounties are holding at a high. Commodities have spiked way up again, probably involving the Capsuleer Day. Conscious incursions are kind of suppressed, but not. I mean, like, they're doing their thing. Triglavian invasions are also down. Man, I can never pay attention, like, keep up with all the different changes happening to Pochvin and whether or not it affects these numbers. What we do see is a big spike of people getting new skills down here, but nothing else that's very exciting. That could be, like, people coming back for the war, maybe? ISK total continues to go up, mostly driven by character total. Again, I think that, well, whenever I see this chart, it reminds me that this is active players. And so a lot of times the ups and downs of this has less to do with how much ISK total there is in the universe and more to do with how many active players there are. As players go inactive, their wealth gets taken out of this chart. As they become active again, their wealth comes into this chart. So when we see this kind of increase in ISK totals, I actually think that this is a good indicator that a lot of people have reactivated their character, logged in for the first time in several months, which I think, like, anecdotally I can confirm to be true from things like FanFest and getting ready for the expansion, which of course the expansion itself is not in this chart because that happened this month. Velocity of ISK, however, remains fairly stable overall, although still inching a little bit low. Makes sense. As the war ends, less things are trading hands. People are being a little bit more conservative. Economic indices. Oh, wow. Look at that mineral price index continuing to collapse. I mean, it's kind of bounced back a little bit. But that is quite the collapse there. We can see it a little bit better here. But since basically April, May, we see the price of minerals have started to come back up. But it's been basically free fall from January of last year to now. You know, this is the end. Like, there's been a lot of aggressive moves by FC in order to make minerals and mining better. Obviously, as this indicates over here, Catalyst was a huge catalyst of that. Big mining changes that made mining a lot more valuable and viable. Consumer price index looks like it's dipped a little bit down. So again, products are going down. Tech 1 ships are reducing in price overall. Nothing is overly jumping out. Mineral price index, again, it's upticked a little bit, and we see that it's kind of even between high and low end. Maybe a little bit more on the low end, as far as like regaining its value. Primary producer index didn't move much. Secondary producer index, we do see a little bit of a dip in salvaged materials. Or no, sorry, it's up. It's going up a little bit for salvaged materials. Ships and module prices are evening. Ships are starting to, looks like it's starting to even out, but not 100% sure yet. Again, this is one of those things that you might need to worry about if you do want to become an industrialist. It means that, like, margins are thin right now. A lot of things are going to be oversupplied, you know? People will have built stuff, and then now they want to sell it, but they don't necessarily want to sell it at the price point that it is, but there's already those in existence, and so those need to be sold before new ones can be meaningfully built. And largest battle by solar system has a big green dot, which I can't remember exactly which one it was. But that's it for the MER. I don't think that there's too much to talk about this month. Next month is going to be pretty wild with the expansion stuff. This one would have been a lot more interesting if the war had, like, continued, but you can really see that basically the war just kind of, and then where we're at right now. That's it for this. I think that's it for today. Another useful link that I wanted to link to people, and I forgot to during the industry thing, is this PI chart. It allows you to see all the different planet types, all the different stuff, and how to build it. So you could just, like, click, if you click on recursive computing module, then it sticks that way, and you can see all the different parts up and down the chain. There's also, if you want some extra tools, there's JEVE Assets. I do recommend anybody who wants to get into industry, or really EVE Online in general, to get JEVE Assets. It lets you keep track of all your assets inside of the game, or outside of the game. It lets you find stuff that is otherwise unlocatable. It lets you search inside of ships' hulls, for example. EVE Tycoon is my go-to market analysis tool, so that way if I need to see what the price of something is in the trade hubs, that's my go-to. And that should just about wrap it up. So, all that said, if you're watching this edited after the fact, thank you so much. But either way, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for all kinds of useful information, share it with a friend so that way we can help get this information out there, because we're here to educate a player base, because a better player base makes a better EVE Online. And with all that said, last chance. Anybody? Anybody? Yes, Excel sheets are great. I've been Astrothi. I've been playing this game since 2010, talking about it since 2012, and I'm here to put EVE into context for you, my fellow Empyreans. Thank you guys so much for joining me today in this guide and other things to go over. Again, if you're watching this live, well, actually, if you're watching this, but no, either way, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Really, really appreciate it. Really helps out. I do want to give a special shout out to my top tier supporters, including 745 MPSI, Eridanika the Queen, Bad Boy Smooth, Evo Elite, Erlidis, Alonjay, Flash Gordon, Grims, May, Malik Starfire, Malin, Mercuton, Mayak, Morcar, Michael, Neelam, LM1, Sheesh, Susuro, Threns, and Rid. If you want to get on that list, you got to become an Immortal tier supporter. You can do so by becoming a member or a patron. You can also pick up a lower tier members and patrons. You get access to videos early, the special emotes, and of course the supporter chat in Discord. You can also pick up some merchandise like this mug, and there's shirts and stuff down below. Please, though, if you haven't already, make sure to join the Discord. We like to hang out and talk about EVE Online and other stuff too. You can come hang out, ask questions, just be part of the community. You don't need to necessarily join in-game in order for you to be part of that. Also, if you haven't already, and you, if you haven't used your buddy code already, you can get 1,000,000 free skill points by using the link down below or in the chat right now. That helps out those who help the stream. It doesn't just go to me. I already have all the buddy codes I need. So basically, all the people who help out with making the convocation possible, making the stream possible, etc., they all get to be on a list. And so every time somebody clicks on that link, they get sent to a random one of those people. And so it helps out all the people that help the convocation function. So let's help Malik get his Marshal by using that link down below. I'm going to just leave it there. I've been Astrothi. This weekend, yeah, just keep an eye on the Discord for more information. I've got a lot of stuff I've been trying to get done, but I don't know what all is going to be locked down. So news are going to be put out on the Discord first and foremost. But yeah, check out my second channel if you haven't already. And hit me up if there's any questions, comments, concerns. If you have anything that you feel like I should add to the industry video, please let me know in the comments down below. But until next time, I've been Astrothi, the voice of New Eden, and I'll see you in space.
Maybe sell them at 540. Okay, because we got to do a market manipulation and a market planning guide, because you need to be able to like understand that if whales are doing stuff, that's what we call resistance when you're buying stocks. And if there's a bunch of resistance, if there's like 10,000 skill extractors and you put your price above those, you're not selling yours. You have to put it below theirs. So I think we got to do that guide because there's so much to like say about that. So
rest of the Oz report.
Right,
let's look at what's trending up this week.
All right, we'll see it. Yo.
And there we have to talk about moon materials. All right, you see on the dashboard here, moon materials overall.
We're looking at this column right here.
Are up quite significantly.
Up. Yeah.
Last week we were talking about a moon crash. This
Bounce
week
back.
it's more of a correction. So especially
Wow.
our 16 moon materials corrected by 10% up.
This is why you can never know. Last week, Oz was saying, look, the moon mats are going to keep crashing. They're going to keep going down. We think they're going to be absolutely abysmal. And look, we've got a 10% increase. And we're only at 5%. It's this R16. We're only at 5% below a 12-month average for the R16. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. And look, we're actually above for R32 still. Now, the R4 and the R8s are the easier to mine, right? And those are because of the Metanox moon drill. So these videos are more of like a guide. You can't ever know what's going to happen. Nobody knows the future. No one's Nostradamus. So this is one of the reasons why whenever you have like a market opportunity, I always say sell half. Another way to think of it is keep half, right? So if you were like dumping moon mats and all of a sudden this week they're up, if you kept half, well, then you're good. But if it went down, well, you still have half and you can save it for like a rainy day. Does that make sense?
Everything else is not not that massively changed, and we now clearly see that hierarchy of moon material pricing R4 to R64. The more common a material is, so R4 trading about 40% under 52-week average. So
Still way
the
under.
more common it is, the cheaper it is because of Metanox moon mining, and R64s are 40% above yearly average, getting a lot more expensive, and even this week going up significantly in price again. So lots of volatility in moon material pricing, which means that yes, you can make a buck trading, you can make a buck speculating. I haven't made a big secret out of the fact that I think that we're a little over Metanoxed right now in the ecosystem.
Yes.
I think it's not good if you have over 50% of moon materials coming from Metanoxes. So my money, if I can influence this, my money would be that we would reduce the impact of Metanoxes going forward a little bit to get more miners out in space, but we'll see. We'll see where we go with that.
Nice inept. Yeah, I also want you to look at PI mats. Okay, where is it? PI commodities are down about 0.6%. We're still above. I can tell you that I've seen this myself, and I've been selling a lot of. I do a lot of PI, a lot. You're gonna see PI go down a little bit as we keep getting forward because of the PI templates. PI is one of those things that, in order to get P3s, it takes a couple weeks of P0 to P1 to P2, and then P3s, and then P4. So it takes like maybe a month to get from 0 to 4. You can do it faster if you have like a fully optimized system and you're doing it every day, but I don't. I like to let it sit, let my extractors run, and then I check on them every like couple weeks, right? So a couple, like once a week, couple weeks, whatever. So you're going to see this still be good, I think. PI commodities are still not something that is super commonly used comparatively. Look at the daily ISK traded, though. This is what I want to show you. Daily ISK traded 330, is that billion? 330 billion. PI is quantifiably one of the best markets to get into because of the sheer amount of ISK being traded every day. Dude, 330 billion? Is it at the top? The only thing bigger than PI is raw minerals at 500 billion ISK a day. Numbers, the silver metal daily is PI. You have guaranteed buys in planetary interaction, planetary commodities. We have full playlists. You can start today. We have a full beginner breakdown. That link will be in the description for you. That playlist will be in the description. You can make 400 million ISK a month in high sec on one account. I did it. Go check out those videos. Okay. I agree with you, Syncline, by the way.
What else is trending up?
PI is worth it in high sec to get your toes wet. Yes, Righteous Gamer. It does. It is worth it. Would you like 400 million ISK a month on one character? There's more upkeep, there's more costs because it's in high sec, but you will profit almost $500 million a month across 3 characters.
See a lot of Dead Space modules here, so very, very, very significant.
Yowzer.
I think 2 issues there. One is an overall availability of ISK, so we have more ISK available in the system. We clearly see that in the monthly economic report. Events like the Christmas event or some of the other faucets that are pretty unchecked or pretty or not balanced out with enough sinks right now are increasing ISK availability especially for multi-boxers, especially for very high skilled players or very, very hardcore players, I should say. And they are also the ones that would spend the most money on very expensive fits.
Remind me to answer that question, Scarabius. I will answer that. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here, just to like talk about some other stuff. I want to kind of do some beats because I'm noticing a couple things. We have some OPSEC stuff going on, chat, and we have to go get in on that. Okay, thank you. So let's talk about what's trending up this week via his report. These are trending up. If you have these, sell them. Whenever you see what's trending up, sell these. The Bowhead, if y'all are capital ship creators, go sell those. Mid-grade Asclepian, whatever, Omega cyber implants are up 24%. So you can, if you join the Frye fleet, you can go get these implants. I believe these, I think, from the faction warfare traders. Go trade your loyalty points for these implants. Republic Fleet Commander insignias. This is like a reputation item, up 72%. So if you have these, if you're in like a Mars space or in a space that drops these, go sell these for 70% more. That's pretty awesome. I want to fast forward a little bit because we actually have some OPSEC stuff coming in. I know Oz has a lot to say about these things, and I always want to make sure that we hit what's also trending down so we can try to see stuff. I know that he has a lot of really awesome stuff too, but I have some OPSEC things happening right now, so we're going to fast forward just a little bit. Let me move down to where
That's
you
up
talk
to
about
them.
what's
I
trending
would.
down, Oz. Let's see. It's
I would, except for the dogs.
Trending down. Dread steel plates. This is a market correction for sure. Drake Navy issues are trending down. Pith shield harness are trending down. Typically, this is just like the market
I'm
correcting
game.
itself.
It's just gotta think
Whatever.
about these things.
I want to look at the in short supply right here. Okay, let me go here really quick so that y'all can see a little bit better. In short supply, the Dominix. A Dominix is a really great battleship, a very well used battleship. Also with the Kiki Moore is a really well used destroyer. A lot of people use these two. So if you are crafters and you want to make some stuff, I would go make the Kiki Moore. I would go make the battleship. I couldn't give you this value without Oz breaking this down. I could not do it. Okay, so also Sister Core probe launchers, go get those. Large scale injectors, just because people are buying them up. We've talked a lot about LSIs. Largest drop in supplies, you can see Dominix, Dracovac, and the Kiki Moore have been going down. This is interesting that the Dracovac, a lot of people buying up Drake's battlecruiser, but we're still not in short supply. So I would definitely go make some Dominixes this week if you're an industry person. And these are not, I can make these myself. Maybe I should go make these, goodness freaking gracious. Let's come back. He scrolls down the page. Let's keep, I want to fast forward to this because we got some fun stuff to do today. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Bless you, Oz. I'm going to watch these rest of these later, okay? Highest trade volume versus yearly average. I think we're good here. Scorpion Navy issue, I can tell you the SNI is going up a lot, primarily because it's just being used more. It's being used a lot in potch fins specifically, being used a lot. Hypercores are also going up in terms of the amount of players buying and selling them, so we'll see about that. Not really sure why gambling is still happening. Ravens and Scorpion Navy issues are just in the meta now. If you're in Potchfin, if you're in nullsec, lowsec, wormhole space, these are being used a lot for whatever reason. The stuff keeps moving because ships counter ships counter ships. It's a rock paper scissors thing. So if you can make these, these are almost guaranteed sales. So you might not get the best price, but if you want to move on these, they will get you guaranteed sales because they're moving very, very fast. The most underpriced stuff: silicates, hydrocarbons. These are all these are moon mats. So we talked a lot about moon mats. What I think you can do with these moon mats is not sell them right now. You can also look at, so what I would do with this is go to Oz's video. You can see silicates. Okay, let's go search in the bar silicate. What does silicate make? That's one of my favorite things to do. So carbon polymer reactions. Let's go check how these are looking. Silicates make this item. These are very low. You can see it's spiked. These are not necessarily directly bound to moon materials. You can see these are not, they're not plummeting. Oh, I didn't have it. They're flatlining, so you could buy carbon polymers right now and see if you can get a pretty penny with those. Carbon polymers are used in pressurized oxides, you know, so you can then view these market details. Oh, this is the blueprint. Let's go check out the actual item. Go check these out. So these are going down, so you can keep kind of going up the chain. If you see the Oz report showing you that, look, moon mats are crashing. What can you get in the game to capitalize on this? These are going down. You could invest in these and buy some of these. These make core temperature regulators are actually one of the bigger items in battleship blueprints. How is the price of these? So you see these are actually, they're kind of going back and forth recently. So what you can try to do is use Oz's report to try to find market opportunities, then go into some of the other third-party tools we mentioned in Eve and go up the chain and see, can I buy the items that make core temperature regulators, build it myself since they're going for cheaper, and then make a profit on these? Almost certainly. Because you can see that the market of these, the core temperature regulators, they've been going down, but they haven't crashed like moon mats have. So maybe as you go up the chain, you'll be able to make some profit. This is how you can use this video. So let's see what Oz has to say at the end of this. And then I have OPSEC stuff going on, chat, so we can keep it going. Let's see what Oz has to say.
All dropped between 50 to 80% in supply. What that means is that today
He's looking at Ishtars. I didn't even see this. Ishtars are at half the supply. Goodness gracious.
There is less than half of the sell orders available in Jeddah compared to last week. And so this is a very good indicator of what people are buying in large quantities.
Vindy.
You can also see that on kill mails.
Vindicator.
Certainly. But it's a very good indicator if you're getting into industry, you know, what might be in demand right now, what might not be supplied quickly enough. And so especially if you're looking at Kikimoras and Dracovex, they're fairly easy to make compared to other ships. And you know, it's a very good pathway into industry.
I totally agree. Take these. Some you can craft. The easiest one to craft is the Dominix, because it's a base Tech 1 battleship. Dracovic is a trig ship. Kikimora is a trig ship. A little bit harder to make. Vindy's a faction battleship. A little more than a little harder to make. Ishtar is a Tech 2 cruiser. Definitely harder to make. Ishtars don't go boom often enough. Apparently they do, because there's half of the Ishtars are gone in Jeddah compared to last week. Crazy.
Yeah, so that's all for the Oz report. I want to do a quick plug for my website. I said this on stream
Let's listen to everything
earlier as well. So if you go to theoz.space, we now have an updated dashboard that you can control yourself with filters on top, thanks to Sentence from Quantum Anomaly. Try it out. Visit theoz.space, play around with the dashboard. We're going to keep iterating on this. It doesn't match fully yet as to what I have in Excel, but this is going to end up being a much better version of what I do, and so I can finally make that data available to you guys.
This is sick. This is definitely go check out his website, chat. Go support Oz. Go check out his website.
That's going to be a very helpful resource to you. Other than that, we had the CSM Summit this week, which, you know, if you're interested in that, there's going to be another video out there and a complete live stream on me interviewing some of the CSM members of the outcome of that. So go check that out. All right, we're gonna return to the regular stream, and I'm gonna catch you on the Oz report next week.
Awesome, chat. Definitely go check out Oz. We're gonna put this video in the description. I can't speak. Go give him a sub. Go check out his stuff. Definitely go give him a sub, chat. Wow, those Ishtars. Okay. We are about to get some good stuff. Even Sincline says he made 50%, 50 million more on those. That's nuts. Chat, we're going to keep reacting to these and give y'all. Oz has the data. We're going to help that data be applicable to each and every one of you. Definitely go check out his stuff. Check out his website. If you want the best Eve guides, make sure you sub right here. If you want more market news, make sure you bookmark this playlist. It's all of our gaming news. Stay up to date with all the Space MMO information. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. That is a YouTube video done, chat. We're not going to turn the music back on because we've got more to talk about. Really interesting stuff. Definitely go check out Oz's stuff. Go give him a sub right now, chat. Okay, go give him a sub right now. We had a bunch of really awesome questions in chat. Where to get Blueprint originals? Actually, super hard to do. Really annoying on where to find Blueprint originals. Where is that freaking thing? Was it I don't remember where it was. I had it somewhere. I forget which tool it is. It's there's a third-party tool that helps you find it. I went down this rabbit hole myself, and I literally couldn't find it. It was really annoying. It's kind of frustrating. So, Gene, what's up? It's good to see you. Can you do a guide on Zarzak Devils? Maybe. It is on the list. We just did a guide on some sleeper stuff coming out, so you know what I'm saying? So, Ishtars, huh? Ishtars, huh? Let's go check the price of Ishtars, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most commonly used ship in all of New England. Ooh, yeah! Them prices be going up, ladies and gentlemen. So when you come to the Lore stream chat, look, okay, Ishtars ain't stable, y'all. So what can you do with this? Ishtars are going up. What's inevitable? They're going to come back down. Okay. So when you watch our content, when you help us with Oz, you're going to see, like, what are the ebbs and flows? We're going to talk about Ishtars. We're going to talk about the ships that are going up and down, and you're going to be able to sell them for a pretty penny. Chat, I have Dominix. They do be going up, baby. Look at this. Someone bought 84 Dominix. Normally, we're looking at like 20, 30, a market peak of 58. Somebody bought almost double and triple the amount of Dominics. And you know, chat, they loaded them up and took them back to null, baby. So you can get a decent profit on the Domi doing this. We're still seeing a lot of people selling to buy orders. Sorry, to sellers. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to keep a sharp eye on that. So incredible stuff. Sorry, yeah. Is it Eve Tycoon? Thank you, Cam. Cam, you have to ask me about links because we have a thing that stops links. Let me show you Eve Tycoon. You are correct, Cam. Here is it. Here is where you find stuff. Okay, what you do? Let's say you want to find Dominic's. I'm gonna link this in chat because Cam wanted to show it. Maybe we do a guide on this as well. Here's the Dominic's. Now, you type in Dominic's, you can see this is selling the ship. Where to find the BPO. Okay? You're going to scroll down till we frickin' find... Can I type blueprint? There it is. Dominic's blueprint. Okay, Dominic's blueprint. What you're going to do, and I'm going to make it here so you can easily see it. What you're going to do is you're going to look for the expires in that have a year. Okay, many of you don't know this. If you see the expires in and it has like 365, 355, these are NPCs. These are not players. Okay, these are NPCs. And you go there and you can pick up this blueprint for a static price. The price does not change. Okay, so if I come into the market, here, this is we're gonna have a whole guide on this, because this just needs to be done. Let's go to the Dominic's and show me Dominic's blueprint. Let's go to industry and show me the blueprint. Okay, so the going up on the blueprint. What the heck, dude? So you can see it's selling in Jeddah for 1.8 billion. Is that what that is? Billy? Is that a Billy? It is 1.8 billion. Yo, yeah, I'm gonna. Is it really? Are people actually selling this to sell orders? No way they're doing that, right? No way they're doing that, right? All right, yeah, nobody's buying it for that. So you can see in Jeddah, it's going for 1.8 billion. Don't buy this, because this is a player. See how it is less than a year? It's only got 90 days. If you go to Eve Tycoon, you can see here's some prices. These sell for way less. These sell for 1.6. These are all NPC sellers. Don't go to low sec. Okay? Don't go to low sec. Go to high sec. So what you want to do is, and this is going to take some game knowledge, you're going to try to see where these are sold as close to you. So what I would do is I would like come into this, like where is this? What you do is you copy this, you go into your search bar, you press enter. We see this is only 10 jumps. That's not that far. Not that far. We come to this one. Let's see how close this is. Testing facility. We don't need to catch the whole thing. We see where this is. Is it this one? Let's set this 12 jumps a little bit further. A little bit further. Let's try Luminaire Caldari Prime, Moon 6, blah, blah, blah. Let's see where this is. Okay, we're not going to see that apparently. Let's try to do Luminaire 6. Luminaire 6 is 11 jumps. So that's how you can try to see how close stuff is. So BPOs are expensive. They are. We detail out in our alt video how to use BPOs and get them going. Our Operation BPO, we spent 80 billion on Blueprint Originals. I'm still researching all of those. Definitely the way to do it. So only worth is the barge BPOs. I don't know how to travel to know. That's true. Y'all seen our Operation BPO video? Where we liberated all the barge blueprints from nullsec chat. We still have those Rorqual blueprints. I've maxed out those Coveter, Retriever, and Procure blueprints. Actually, what? Not the Porpoise. I don't think I got Procure blueprints. So incredible. So we're not doing that Sino Rex, but that's a really, really good point. We're gonna have to see about it. So what's up there, Revenant? You can check out the description, but I'm in an end game corp. We typically don't do alphas, but you can check out the description. I have no power in the recruiting, so you'll have to talk to our people there. Okay. So, yes. You can put your location in that search and tell you how many jumps. Even easier. Even easier. Text BPOs are not able to be gotten anymore. Not able to be gotten anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that we do a new series. Okay? A brand new series. So let's do this. Okay? Have you ever wondered who is the most dangerous player in all of New Eden right now and of all time? Well, we're going to answer that question in today's video. Yes, it's time to have a new series. The series is
the most dangerous players in New Eden.
Welcome in, everybody. It's good to have you. Let's check out who the most dangerous players in New Eden are. We're here on Zkill, and we're looking at the last 90 days, and we're going to look at the rank here of the ships killed. And we've got, the silver medal is found, bronze medal is found. Let's see if we can find a rank 1. And here is rank 1. Okay. Vanok here is our silver. Titus is our bronze. We'll start here. Let's start with the most dangerous player in New Eden. Let's go to Titus. Let's make sure we can zoom in here and check out Titus. Titus is in Pandemic Horde. We're going to talk about what Titus does to get so many kills and try to see their fits as well. We're going to see about that. So Titus has killed 4,619 ships in the past 90 days. He's only lost 65 ships. Dude is killing as a real high efficiency. And he's in Horde, and it looks like he's doing most of his stuff in low sec, taking some stuff out. Let's see how he does it. Looks like he's got 2 people with him. And he's going to be killing a Naga here, a Tornado, and a solo Caracal. Nice. Let's see this. He's got of course, Titus has the Vargur. All right, so he's popping stuff from afar. We've got, is this a monitor, dude? He's got an Enforcer. Okay. So dual boxing with somebody with two persons is popping some of good stuff there. We've got 2 Vargurs showing up. Titus is a Vargur pilot, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if we can get his fit in just a moment. And he's killing even some Alpha Tornadoes. Look at this Tornado fit, chat, nasty. Titus has been absolutely popping stuff. Nice kill on this Caracal. Let's see if we can see his Vargur fit, y'all. Any losses in recent memory? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. He's in a lot of fleets. You'll see he's in a lot of fleets all day. He's fleeting up, poking people, taking them out. And I'm pretty sure he's going to keep being in a Vargur. Yes, sir. Ooh, he's got the... Nice, dude. You got the faction guns too, Titus? Respect. Respect. Let's see if we can find his Vargur fit, chat. Let's see if we can come in here and see if we can get it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to control F. We're going to go to the next page. If we don't see a Vargur fit, we're going to do 3 of these. And if we don't see it, that means we're not going to be able to find it yet because he hasn't been killed in a Vargur recently. Yowzer. Really? Dude, don't die. Dude, don't die. He doesn't have a Vargur fit, chat. Dude does not die. He's very efficient. Let's see if we can... so here's a Tornado fit. Let's see. It's going to be similar. Let's see if I can find a similar fit or similar ships. We can show y'all what he does. I'm only seeing that. Looks like he's got some light, fast tackle here. Let's check out this Tornado fit here. So we've got some fast warping hyperspatials in the rigs. Oh, goodness gracious. Fast warping, fast align, insta pop. Looks like it might have been PvE fit. Might have been sniper PvE fit, testing stuff out. We'll see about it. I'm not so sure about it. So go to the stats tab and select Marauder. Let's see it. Let's see it. Stats tab and select Marauder. Let me see it. See, we're figuring out how to use Zkill one step at a time. One of the reasons I wanted to do this kind of video, so y'all can see how to do it. Okay, and I don't think this man loses Marauders. I don't think, and there it is, chat. Let's see it. Titus, show me your Vargur fit. Let's see it, chat. We've got faction guns. We've got, he's in a fleet. He's fighting other people. We've got triple Ansel reps. Let's check out this fit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's check out this fit. I'm very excited to show y'all these because this is going to give newer players and medium players a window into how veteran players play and think. So he's not doing this alone. He's in a massive fleet, okay, a huge fleet, and he is going to be poking other people. Let's check out how we do this here. And we do have an abyssal rolled gyro stab. So let's, we're going to just remove that really quick. Let's clear the slot and we'll put in just one more of these. I know it goes over on the CPU chat, but just assume this is an abyssal rolled to pump out the damage. Okay, so here's the fit that our man's is using. It's nearly a year old. This is good to point out. We haven't seen a recent Vargur fit. We have not seen a recent Vargur fit. This is almost a year old, so they probably have changed doctrines or messed with stuff since then. But this is good to know from at least a check-in standpoint. Okay, so let's look. We've got the double co-processor here. We've really pushed the lows. We've sacrificed the lows so we can have triple extra large shield boosters. Y'all, this... Thank you for that. I don't really care about what you're saying. This is such... We got 3,000 HP a second. This is wild. Okay, this is wild. Seesock, yo, yeah. Seesock, if you ping your boy Titus, see if I can talk to him. I'd love to interview anybody that we talk about on this show. I'd love to talk to them and interview them 100%. So please and thank you. So let's get this done, you know. So this is absolutely a good looking Varga fit. Some questions I have are why the faction guns over the Tech 2 guns? That intrigues me. Might be because of the CPU requirements, because I believe Tech 2 guns take more CPU, more power grid. We do have, of course, the smart bomb. It does have the larger area of effect. These are some of the new smart bombs that we had coming in. These smart bombs have a longer area. Instead of being 6K, they have 7.5, and even different depending on if you abyssal roll them. So this is going to hit drones at a farther range. Okay, very awesome. Thank you, Devenzu. Yes, we're going to help you all there. Bastion mode, obviously, you know, I don't know what this means, dude. So that's great. Thank you, Eve. I don't know what that means. Drones, we've got basic drones, Hornet ECs, no problems there. We're absolutely full of the goodies here. Here, let me get rid of I think it's on my notepad here. Drones are at cargo's full of damage mods and boosters. This fit is not for looting. This is not for anything other than helping your fleet to be able to pop things at range. What's our range looking like? Fall off range is 57. Turret tracking pretty decent with the faction ammo. We love to see that. We've got 2 damage mods. And again, one of these is abyssal rolled. That's why we have just a faction one in here. And a single tracking. This follows some, I want you to see some basic wellness in EVE Online chat, okay? We've got 2 damage mods and 1 tracking mod. That's pretty standard for how you should be fitting your marauders, and not just marauders, but like your ships in general. You can't do damage if you don't hit things, all right? We don't have any tracking computers or webs because this is not a solo ship. This is not a ship that's going to be running around solo. As you know, it's in a big fleet. You're going to have other people webbing, other people locking stuff down, and you're going to be marauders versus marauders. They're not necessarily going to be moving, okay? So faction better tracking, I think. I think you're right about that, Siren. Or Sinosaurus. Great name, by the way. Rigs, we've got core defense. Yep, operational solidifiers. Look at this. These are reduce the duration of shield booster cycles. This is all about active. He's pumped the active reps to the top. We've got extra large shield boosters with a extra large, an X-type shield boost amplifier. So these do even more. So it's, this is a person that says, I want to maximize the amount of rep I do per cycle. You have 3,000 HP a second with only 10k buffer. So 1, 2, 3 reps, you're back to full. In 10 seconds, you're back to full. My man never dies in a daggum marauder. And again, this is a fleet, not solo. We're gonna keep saying it because people need to keep hearing it. Okay, so really good looking fit. I like how this looks. Some best practices for people that don't know how to fit ships, and that's who this video is for. Okay, what we've got is the best in slot for fleet combat. We've got a micro jump drive to be able to blip away. We've got the most these modules are contributing to the active heals. Okay, all these modules are, and these two actually technically, because these 2 modules are letting us fit the extra large ancillary shield boosters. Without these 2, we can't fit 3 of them. We just can't. Okay, it's just how it is. So gotcha, Seasock. Yeah. So I'll interview him anytime, Seasock. So if he wants to come on the show next stream, bring him on. We'll talk to him. We'll get it done. Some other best practices to consider when you're fitting your ships. We have 2 DPS, 1 tracking. That's pretty typical for ships of this size. Another best practice is to have a single smart bomb when you're in non-high sec space. This is because you want to be able to take out the drones that are inevitably going to be swarming you, and that is actually best practice. Now, we don't have something in the high slot here. Why? Because we've sacrificed this for the ability to run the extra large shield boosters. So actually putting this in here is, having an empty high, is best practice, because you don't want to fit a weaker module here and then not be able to fit the 3 extra large shield boosters. Now, you do see a single damage control, okay? A single damage control. That's fine. We have a little bit of shields. Damage control, pound for pound, is the best shield, is the best tank module you can put in the lows, period, full stop, okay? And he's got the Shadow Serpentis. It gives you the most tank in 1 slot. Look at our effective HP. We're at just under 100k. It gives you 20k EHP with 1 module, and it doesn't take any capacitor. Damage control, one of the best modules in the game. And of course, we've got the Pith, the big multi-spectrum shield hardener. If we overheat this, we go up to 106k EHP. Look at that. This fit is incredible. There is not a single bit of waste on this fit. You can really see the power that Pandemic Horde has with this fit. And this is an old fit, most likely. He hasn't died in a Marauder in literally a year. He's died in a Vargur anyway. This is a Chronos fit. We're not necessarily going to go into this because this is good looking long range blaster Chronos fit. Ugh, this is beautiful looking fleet Chronos fit, looking real nice. Excellent job on that. Titus is right now the third most dangerous player in all of EVE in the last 90 days. Don't mess with the man. Let's check out the bronze medal. Okay, nope, that's the number 1 guy. Where's number 2? Let's check out the bronze medal. We've got Vanok here. Vanok is also in Pandemic Horde and is the second most dangerous person in all of EVE. 2 of the 3 top people in 90 days are the most dangerous players in EVE are in Horde. Chat, don't mess with Horde. Horde do be doing. Okay, Horde be doing it, chat. Vanok is the number 1 all-time ship killer in EVE Online. Vanok Allen, I want to talk to you. I want to interview you. I want to talk to you about how you play EVE, what's your schedule like, what's your life like. I want to have the people understand this is the most dangerous player in all of EVE Online. And ladies and gentlemen, we need an 07. This is huge. This is, since EVE's inception, 98,000 ships have been killed by this person. Okay, a girl or guy, I don't know. It's 2025. This is incredible. Almost 100,000 ships. They've only lost 3,000 ships. They've killed almost 100K. Vanok, when you get your 100K, I want to talk to you as well. That's really awesome. God bless you. This person has contributed to 45
trillion-isk worth of damages.
Wild. This is bananas. Okay, so this not only is Vanok the number 2 in the last 90 days. This is important. This is not some person that like killed a bunch of players and then signed off and like quit the game. Vanok's still active. Rank 2. Rank 2 in 90 days. Huge. Craziness. So Vanok, let's see what Vanok's rocking. Vanok is nothing but fleets. 7, 12, 4, 17, 24. Lost Malediction. Vanok is in Maledictions. Vanok is in Light Tackle is in Pandemic Horde fleets and flies Light Tackle. One of 2 fits. Let's check out these fits so y'all can see